We are hosting, it's an International Paralympic Committee sanctioned event. It's the Alpine Tech Races, and this includes athletes from all over the country and of various levels. So we are an IPCA's level race, which means that we can have the developing athletes, which are just starting out, to all the way up to the elite athletes that we will probably see in the Paralympics next year. We have 46 competitors this year, which is about 10 more than we had last year.
The Huntsman Cup has a variety of skiers, from entry-level skiers all the way up to World Cup skiers. So we don't race, we're racing and competing against the World Cup, Europa Cup, and NORAM Cup levels. And we're all trying to, Todd and I are trying to get to the NORAM Cup level, points-wise. And once we get to that points-wise, we can go to more races.
We're really starting to see a great trend in having the athletes return and compete at such a high level.
I started racing competitively actually last year in Park City, and it was my first race. So, this is really a momentous occasion for me today because, this is making like a full year of racing. So it's really exciting. And yeah, it is really competitive. We're all, pushing each other to try and get better, to really, be the best that we can be.
I'll tell you, this is my second year competing as an adaptive racer, and the group of racers that are here, it's a blessing. You get to meet other people that are in similar situations or slightly different situations that are making the best out of life and sending it down the hill as fast as they can. The group's pretty tight-knit. We all go to the same competitions, and we're hoping to get more competitors year after year. Park City's done a great job of hosting this event, and a great hill to race on, and a real good grounds crew.
Oh, that's awesome. I mean, it's a kind of a unique sport because just there's not that many people in it, so basically everybody knows everybody. So I mean, it's just one big family basically. I mean, you got people from the world's best to, weekend warriors coming out and cracking jokes. Just like a really good atmosphere.
It's just awesome. I've been here for quite a few years, and it just seeing people come and go, and just that sense of a big family that every time we get together, you catch up, and just feels good to be back with friends.
The same with me. I think you have a family here. You're racing against your friends, so that's a good thing, I think.
I mean, I know I'm the best. I'm the best there is, but yeah, there's a couple different levels. There's guys that are World Cup, competing every time. And then it's cool to see them come out here and compete with the rest of us who are just getting into it and training and trying to learn how to go fast, really.
So, everyone wants to beat.
I'll try to beat you today.
Yeah, so we're from the same country, same team. Chile. But once you're on the start gate, it's all about you. But then once you get down, everyone's our friends again.
So what's really cool about this is that, we're all competitors when it comes race time, but, we're all friends and we get along, everyone has disabilities and we just really, enjoy being around each other. It's funny because the other night I was joking around, a blind guy, a guy with one leg, and the blind guy's dog going to this bar, and it's not a joke, that's just our life, That's what we do, and so it's cool, it's really great to be up here and have something to compete. I have an eye disease that gives me a tunnel vision, so I can only see out of the middle of my eye, and so it's really helpful. 2 years ago when I found out I had this disease, I went up and skied in Vale with a Foresight ski guides and realized, wow, I can still ski, this is awesome. And from there, went up to Canada and got classified, and then I met Nick, my guide, who's also a disabled athlete, and he's actually guiding me right now because, visually impaired people need a guide to get them down the mountain. So Nick skis ahead of me and I have to follow him, and we have our radio so we can communicate to get down the mountain.
So the best way to get involved with a Paralympic level of skiing, snowboarding, or any other sport is to get involved with your Paralympic Sport Club. And if you go to teamusa.org, there is a whole list under U.S. Paralympics of Paralympic sport clubs that you can probably find in your area. The National Ability Center is the one for the Park City area. There are some in Salt Lake for other sports, but we are the main Paralympic Sport Club for skiing and snowboarding in the greater Salt Lake area.